today I'm going to be making a recipe that I've never made before. And I first saw this dish being prepared on a Bengali vlog where they were going to be making something for tea, for tea that is savory. And I love sweets, but I also really, really love savory things, especially things for tea. And this is actually so, I think it'll be so spicy and rich and interesting that it could definitely be eaten for breakfast, for lunch, for supper, but certainly it makes for very decadent tea, and that is eggplant masala. And I'm not sure that this is even served in North American Indian restaurants, so I'm very excited to start this also because eggplant is my very favorite vegetable. So I have some eggplant here, and they're sliced somewhat thickly, but not in an overly thick way. And I'm just going to go over the ingredients. I have some minced ginger and garlic, and to that I'm going to be adding a little bit of vegetable oil. And you can actually do a mustard oil. It would be probably more flavorful, but I have a bit of a problem digesting mustard oil, so I didn't bother with that, and I just used vegetable oil. And I have some turmeric, some cayenne, some cumin powder, some salt, and some corn flour. And you can definitely use chickpea flour instead of the corn flour if you wish, but I don't like the flavor of chickpea flour and I don't have it, so I decided to use corn flour. And the reason that we need corn flour in this recipe is because we want to I'm just going to mix this all in as I talk. We want the spice mixture to be on the eggplant, to coat the top of the eggplant. And while we do that, we do want to add some oil to make it stick, and the corn flour is kind of like a binding ingredient. So you have this beautiful filling slash mixture, and you can, before I forget, I wanted to say you could have baby eggplant and cut slits and stuff them. That's actually the way it's prepared by some people, but I'm just going to do it very, very simple with the eggplant sort of coating just one side, the filling coating one side of the eggplant. So I have 3 here, and I'm just going to finish them off, and I will be back in about 15 to 20 minutes because you want the coating to really go into the eggplant. You don't want to do it right away. Okay, so I will be back, and it's already smelling very, very nice. I'm back, and while I was doing this, and I think what is in sort of a ingenious idea occurred to me, and that is that I could actually make a stuffed eggplant of sorts with this. What I did was I finished mixing the masala and putting it into onto the top of the eggplant. I scraped the masala off of this one, and I divided it between these two, and I cut a 4th slice of eggplant. And what I'm going to do is basically take this eggplant and put it on top of this one. So you basically have an eggplant that is stuffed with filling. So I think that might actually work, and it might be a very good idea, but let's see how it goes. The nature of my cooking has always been to experiment and change things at the very last minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these eggplants in a large frying pan with some depth to it. And I forgot to mention one thing that really excites me about this recipe is that you don't need a lot of oil. The trick to this will be cooking it on a low heat with not too much oil. So it will be cooking slowly, and it's not deep fried. So this is something that is making this recipe very attractive to me. So I have my frying pan here, and I put the heat on to quite a low, a very low heat. And I'm just putting these eggplant in here. I just wanted to show you that there's really not very much oil at all. And once it starts cooking, I'm going to be putting the heat even lower and putting a cover on. And once one side finishes cooking, I'm going to be flipping it over and doing the other side. I'm expecting not much longer than 15 to 20 minutes to get the whole thing done. So there you go. I will be back once this has started to cook. So it took a little bit longer than I thought. I just uncovered the eggplant, and does it ever look yummy? It looks so good. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to dig into this. It smells lovely and it looks absolutely amazing. So there you go, stuffed eggplant or eggplant masala sandwiches. And that looks really, really good. I'm just going to show how, oh, does that ever look amazing. So I hope you give this a try, whether it's for tea, breakfast, lunch, or supper. This is a vegan dish, and it looks like it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm just gonna have a bite. I just decorated or garnished this with some bell peppers, and maybe I'll have some onions, raw onions as well, and some chili garlic sauce. So delicious. It's really, really good. This is going to be my new way to prepare eggplant. I love it so much, and this is quite healthier than deep frying, and I can't stop. So I hope you give this a try. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.